So today, with the coronavirus lockdown in its second week, coming up to third week, we thought we'd come out for our daily walk. What we're allowed to do, see a bit of nature. Oh yeah. So just up ahead, we're going to walk up a hill. At the top of that hill, you look down on the train track where the Robin Hood line goes straight through the tunnel into Kirkby and then up onto Mansfield there. See if any trains are coming. Let's have a look. Hey buddy.
Hi.
So we're just about to walk into the wood at the end of this field, which if you walk up you'll see the remnants of Robin Hood's chair, which is a stone part around Annesley. There is a cave of Robin Hood where we've walked past. Unfortunately, again, that's been filled in to stop people from using it and looking at it and stuff like that. Filled in years and years ago. Very hard to find. I don't think anybody's found it in the last 50 years, to be fair. Further down here, like I say, with some woods, Robin Hood's chair. Then it's a golf course. We're going to be quite cheeky and walk around the edge of the golf course. Not on any greens, not on any fairways, just literally around the edge, to get back in, or to get into Annesley Country Park. So Annesley Country Park, when we get through to there, is the former tip or spoil of the Annesley Pit and the Newstead Pit, I believe, comes together on the back of the railway tracks, and now it's a country park with quite a lot of wildlife. It does look quite desolate sometimes, to be fair, and it's not like another country park like Gedling where we've been to before. Very little infrastructure left to pretty much do what it does. There is a Friends of Annesley and Newstead Country Park, or Newstead and Annesley Country Park, whichever way you put it, and they do a lot of fencing and things like that, and they've put some small hides out, to help you kind of do a bit more. There is, and we'll see that, the remnants of what was going to be a visitor centre, so it could have been like a Gedling Country Park. Unfortunately, that went to pot. So just behind me over here, you can just see the top of a piece of stone that does this, and that is the location of Robin Hood's chair. I believe it's been covered over again, a little bit like the cave and the other train tunnels, should I say. This more to do with the golf course and more to do with the fact that they don't want people to come try and find it, because it's right next to one of the greens. This is the bit where it feels a bit weird because the footpath just turns onto the golf course. This is where we take a bit of extra precaution and walk around the outside of it, and we know how much they spend on time, money, making sure the fairways and the greens are nice. So if you ever get yourself on a golf course and you're not playing, stay off the greens, stay off the fairway, and stick to the side in the rough. Obviously there is no golfers on the course at the moment, and that's another reason why we're taking this detour around the outside, because since March the 23rd, it's now April, I think 10th, losing track of the days, it's now April 11th. Since the 23rd of March there has been nobody playing golf on this course because it is closed, like every other public kind of entertainment. So yeah, some of the fields are very weird sizes in Annesley and around the surrounding areas, probably a lot around the country, and that's due to the fact that railway lines used to break them up, and then once they were took out in the 60s, fields were made up like that, as opposed to making them square, or like they can be in some other countries. There's also around here, there's actually people here that live in the woods, which is interesting. This is normally not the place to be. I'm at the very end of the driving range. I could, if it was any normal time, be absolutely getting pelted by Titleist and range balls. Thankfully, at the minute, as I explained earlier, it's empty, totally empty. Now in the country park there are remnants of when it used to be the coal spoil, the tip, like this beautiful little stream that comes through. Part of the beauty of this park is that a lot of it's unfinished and actually doesn't attract loads and loads of people. Attracts a few. I think we've seen 2 people since we've been on the park, which is actually normal. But yeah, some of it is unfinished, some of it is finished, some of it is, it's kind of a mix and a match of everything. It's some of the old stuff from the coal mine is still here. Equally then they've put some fences in and they've done some other stuff, so you can't really get too close to the ponds because there's a lot of wildlife and birds there. And this one has had actually a lot of less common birds because of the lack of people, and B the wildlife and nature that is growing here as nature reclaims back. So on this field here we've just seen a crane take off, which is quite cool. Massive bird, big long legs, big long wings. Normally there is another bird here that we see. It's probably too early in the day to see that, but normally we would see, what would we see, Copes?
Barn owl!
A barn owl, a white barn owl swooping across this field. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful sight. Hear the wildlife, amazing. We're at the bottom lagoon. There's 3 lagoons at Annesley Country Park, with the bottom one. The reason being is normally that they put sort of, when it was a pit, they put the pump the water to the top lagoon. Then all the metals and elements settle down in that one, and anything overflows into the next one. There's slightly less metals, slightly less minerals in it. They again go down to the bottom of the lagoon, and then this is the 3rd one, where again by this point really majority of it, of the water should be safe. It's then from this point goes into like the normal water course, as it were. A lot of wildlife here in all 3 lagoons actually, which is nice to see, although some people try to swim in it. Don't swim in it, people. We'll be walking back down the hill now, walking back, following it through, back to our home. And that'll be our daily exercise done for today, the 11th of April. Only met one more real people on the way round. They didn't know what social distancing was. It's bloody a nightmare. Stay 2 metres. It's not that difficult, 2 metres. 1 metre, probably the standard width of a wardrobe, 2 doors. So actually it's just a 4-door wardrobe. I think that is quite difficult at best. Or normally the length of a bed. Some people just ain't getting it. Anyway, that's us for today. I'm gonna maybe do some shots on the way back. But that's it from me. I'll see you soon. So bye, Cobes.
Bye.